Hello, welcome back to another stream. I'm Countdown Kevin, and today we are diving back into Tomb Raider 1996. Last time we took care of business back there over in Greece. Pierre DuPont trying to take us out. Is it DuPont or Dumont? Dumont? DuPont? Whatever. Doesn't matter. We took that French guy out. That's what happened. He's gone. Peace, deuces, and what we have now is the second piece of the Scion. How exciting is that? And with that came a vision that has led us to Egypt, where we are now scouring through a tomb to find the third piece of the Scion. So, thanks for tuning in, appreciate it. Before we dive in, I did want to talk about the new announcement for the book that's coming out. Dark Horse putting out a really big, almost like a tome of the Tomb Raider chronology. So it covers everything and anything you could possibly want to know about Lara and her legacy. And the best part about it is it actually provides a timeline. Yes, it will connect the dots between all of the games, probably the comics as well, which is part of the expanded universe. And so, I mean, you know, they published the comics, so it only makes sense that they're going to include some way to bridge the gap between the comics, the video games, maybe even the Netflix series, who knows. But I thought it was pretty cool as someone who is just getting into this series and really starting to appreciate Lara and her legacy. I thought it was pretty cool, so I'm just gonna go ahead and but yeah, I thought it would be great to share that with you before we dive in. Now, that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and segue into the game. All right, so we are at the Obelisk of Khamoon. Say that 5 times fast, huh? And yeah, it's been cool trying to find this third piece of the Scion. We find ourselves sort of at the top of this rather large room here. This was a new room that we entered. We were just coming back from this room here. We still have more of these pillars to drop, but I would imagine that the next lever's got to be somewhere in here. So let's explore. I do hope you're having a great week so far. It is Monday. Happy Monday. Or if you're watching this later, happy whatever day it is. Oh, it looks like we got some of these guys here. Shotgun, magnums. Here we go. I was not ready for this, like, right out the gate. And they sort of just drop you in, too. Like, you have no choice. Oh, I see a ledge over there. So I think what I'm going to do is, once we respawn here, I'm going to catch that ledge, like, immediately. Do that instead. Gotta look out for that ledge, wherever it is. Over there on the other side? Or maybe I can try to just jump back up onto this ledge here. Yeah, there we go. Best way to handle this. That has largely been the secret to my success with this game as far as combat is concerned. Just find the higher ground and shoot from above. Makes it a lot more straightforward. Because those things will tear you up pretty quickly. Now, if there's one enemy, it's not so hard because you basically just like run and shoot in a circle like this. And they're kind of just chasing you around. But when there's two, it makes it a little bit more complicated because you can't just simply do that. Can I jump on this? Let's see. No, I can't. Won't let me climb on it either, so should have been my first clue. Probably gonna have to make the jump from there. So let me just climb up. Yeah, when I read the news about the Dark Horse book, I was pretty stoked because I actually have it's Hyrule Historia, which is the Legend of Zelda tome. So it'll be pretty much in the same vein as that, and I'm sure there's other franchises as well that they've done it for. But yeah, it should be pretty cool. Nice little read. I think I'm gonna ledge it this way first. I'm a very visual guy, so I love artwork. I love books that have a lot of artwork in it. And they did a wonderful job with the Hyrule Historia. And man, it was a big deal when it came out because when Hyrule Historia came out, we didn't have a timeline. And then boom, all of a sudden we had one. It almost kind of came out of nowhere. So that, I would say, sort of put Dark Horse on the map as far as gamers are concerned, because now, I mean, I saw this and I was like super hyped. I'm like, I gotta get my hands on it. I like immediately went over to Amazon and reserved it. I'm a little bit of a Amazon whore. It's like I buy all my shit from there. All right, so we're on this side now. What are we supposed to do? Ledge it this way. Now that didn't seem like it had very much of a point to it. It's kind of hard to know exactly what we're supposed to do here. But let's see, maybe this will like come down or something. Like a lever almost. No. Huh. Very strange. Oh. Oh. Okay, sometimes it's not always obvious, but there we go. Boom. It's exactly what we needed. Now, it does look like there's other areas we can explore, like we can go higher up somehow. Let's try that. Without dying. Besides that news, I don't know that there's really anything else. That's just what I kind of came across. There may be other updates for the game, but for the most part, I think we're caught up on the major ones. Knowing, oh my god. Damn it. Why didn't I save? Damn it. Okay. No problem. We'll just do it again. See, I want to go up that way next time. First, there's probably some goodies on that side. Maybe. See. Let's just check it out. Let's go straight for it. That might have been the way we went even the first time, but let's see. Never can be too sure. Oh, look, there's a ledge right here, too. Let's see this first. What do we got? Medipack. That sound means that we found a secret. Oh, look, there's more over there. Well, you know what we gotta do. That's right. Get our shotgun shells. Yeah. Even with infinite saves, they still find a way to get you excited about more ammo. What's behind here? Okay, so other than the lever, that's everything in the room. It's time to go. Time to get that lever. Alright. Get that lever. Get that third key, I believe. One more to go after this. As far as I know, there's only 3 stages in Egypt. So the first 2 maps are the biggest, with I believe 5 stages each. But those stages are much shorter in comparison, so I think they just started making bigger stages for the later maps. But we may clear Egypt today. I think it's... I feel confident, actually, that we'll probably clear Egypt today. Now, before I make this jump, I think this is where I'll save. Right here. There we go. Here we go. All right. Let's get that lever. And find our way back without dying. This time. Okay. This may be longer, but we're also saving ourselves from combat. Yeah, I gotta say, it is very exciting to be playing these games. This is a wish fulfillment. This is like, I've always wanted to explore these games, and now that I'm on this stage, well, I should say honestly, like I felt the magic of these games pretty early on. Like even back in Peru, that first map, I kind of like already fell in love with the game. And it's funny to me when well, not necessarily funny, but kind of interesting that like when people talk about this game, they kind of get hung up on the tank controls, which like I get it because yeah, it doesn't control the best, but it's like, why are we focusing on the negatives? Like, let's think about the tools they had back then. You know, hardly any. They had to create an engine, first of all, just to make this game. You have to think about the landscape of gaming in 1996. This would have been absolutely incredible, just like insane to pull off. The fact that they even did it is just out of this world. You know, you have to think about what it did for gaming in general. How many designers did it inspire? You know, some of the developers of Legacy of Atlantis specifically are saying that this was the game that inspired them to even make games in the first place. I should say, like, probably the series. Some of them have fond memories of playing the original game when it first came out, and it's, you know, a full circle moment for them to now be developing the game. So a lot of love is being poured into Legacy of Atlantis, which gives me a lot of hope for it being an excellent game. I mean, the amount of detail that's likely going into this, the time that they're taking to flesh it out. It could be that they are trying not to compete with Grand Theft Auto. Very, very possible. But it could also be that they're just putting some final polish on it. Two very real possibilities. How do I get over there? That's what I'm trying to figure out over here. How do I get over there? It's one of the things I love most about this game is the puzzle solving. This game really, really wants you to figure it out on your own. There is no hand-holding whatsoever. The way the games used to be. It's a carryover from the 2D tradition of gaming, where there weren't very many explanations, and as some people have coined the phrase yellow paint, which kind of beats you over the head with what you're supposed to do. And, you know, honestly, sometimes as a modern gamer, you kind of need that. Sometimes. But other times it can be a little bit excessive, shall we say. Well, you can't come in from the bottom, or at least it doesn't seem that way. I could certainly try, but I don't see any entrances. At least I didn't see any entrances from the bottom. There is You could jump onto that top platform behind Lara, but I know the jump from that top platform down over there is going to kill me because it's too far of a jump. You can't jump across. Maybe that's what you're meant to do, is to jump across. Let's see. Let's try it. Try it a couple times. Yeah. Okay. That was it. That was it, my friends. Okay. Oh, look at one of those motherfuckers just chilling right there. You can get a shotgun to the face, homie. Break yourself, fool. Oh. That didn't do anything. Okay, well, I'm ready for you when you do come alive. I know you're coming alive for me. Got my eye on you. And here he comes. Gosh. Oh, God. Get away from me. It's why do they blow up? What they got like dynamite strapped to them or something? What's we have more enemies that won't activate until I jump in? I see a block right there I can take advantage of. Are they just sleeping? Or are they dead? Wait a second. I've been through this room. What? Was I not supposed to go down? I don't think I was supposed to go down. Okay, we'll go back to that room again. And if that's not what we're supposed to do, then we have a real puzzle on our hands here. I mean, it's open now. I'm assuming maybe it wasn't open before. Oh, okay, here we go. It was right here. All right. Sweet. We did it. We got all 4 pieces. Okay, time to go under. Here we go. And down. We're just gonna go this way. And get those. Looking for air. Mini pack. Gonna get that. Some shotgun shells. Okay. Oh, we're almost out of air. I see it. All right. We made it. Got some shotgun shells here with your name on it, buddy. See, we try to come out on the opposite end there. These fools are fast, so. Okay. That worked good. Or monsters? Giving us lots of little medipacks here, guys. Lots. We are spoiled. We came in that way, so maybe this way. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, into another room. Oh, this looks like the main entrance, actually. Is that where we're trying to go? Back to the main entrance? I don't know. This seems a little too soon, doesn't it? But perhaps the way forward is backwards. That's how it goes sometimes with these games. And I definitely can't go back now, so I have no choice but to move forward. Might have left an item or two behind, but I think I can live with that. Unless it was the Uzi, in which case I'll feel a little bit sad. Okay. Oh look, we can get back if we need to. Right? Well, there's a keyhole here, and I don't think we have a key. Do we? Maybe?
No.
Okay, so we have these 4 relics. There's got to be something we need to do with them. Oh, wait a sec. Okay. Nice. Oh, what the heck? That opened something, I don't know what it was. Or maybe not, I don't know. It showed a door. I think that's in this room. I keep doing that for some reason. It goes there. And then the final piece, that goes there. Okay, cool, yes. Yes, yes, yes. It was this room right over here. All right, cool. Obelisk of Khamoon complete. We got 2 out of 3 secrets, not bad. And it only took us 45 minutes to get through it. Also not bad. We are now on the final stage of Egypt. Here we go. Final stage. Yeah, we must have missed a treasure. I think probably when we would have dived into the water, there were multiple paths that we could have gone down. It was straight ahead, to the right, behind us, and to the left. And I would imagine that one of those probably has the key that unlocks that treasure that was in there. Who knows what it was. Perhaps on another playthrough or something, but for now, we're just going to have to live with not knowing. Look at that black smoke that emerged from it. What was that? Those guys looked a little bit tougher than the other enemies that we've been dealing with. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, you shooting bullets now? It's a big room. Well, it's another one of those statues. I don't know what you call these. The classic, when you think of Egypt, statues right here. Probably some sort of king. Or what do they call it? Pharaoh? One of the pharaohs. All right. Thanks for the music. Okay, we're gonna have to figure this out, aren't we? Oof. Oh. This way. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. 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 I think I've glitched my way up there. I wasn't supposed to even... It wasn't supposed to happen. Well, then surely we gotta go a different way then. How about this way? Okay. Looking good. Nope. 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 Okay. Nope. Nope. No. Not what I wanted. Mm-mm. Try again, homie. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Could go to the left here. Looks like there's a clip on the side. I'm gonna grab that real quick. We have one of these little awkward jumps here. I hate these jumps. Little diagonal jump. Not my favorite. Okay, last time we accidentally glitched up here. So let's see what this is all about here. Okay. And here we go. Okay. What do we got? Another awkward jump. And we have a lever. No, we don't. We have a door that we can't get in. It's a bummer. Okay, well, we know where it's at. So now we just need to find the lever that does open this door. What's going on? We got another baddie? Where? Oh, shh. Jeez. Fuck you. Going inside? Oh. Did we do this before? Yeah, this is where we came out of. Okay. Get a little turnaround sometimes. Okay, so then I would imagine we probably want to go that way to the right. What's up here? Oh.
No.
Something goes there. Okay. So we found two spots of things. I bet we get the relic and the relic goes here and then the door opens over there. That's probably what happens. We'll find out. We don't know for sure. And there's another one here. So there's two. Keep that in mind, viewers. For now, let's just try to go to the right. Carefully. Oh god. hurts. Okay, well... Alright. We're on this ledge again. Okay, that's not too bad. So what was it? Just some shotgun shells that we picked up and then we killed that enemy. It's not too bad. We do it fast. Okay. Up. Up and over. Up. And back down. Gonna kill our little friend who popped up out of nowhere. Alright. Cool. Now. How do I get down from this thing? It just went this way. Yeah, there you go. Alright. So how about we climb the... We'll go to the right this time. Yeah, we're gonna go to the right, climbing up this way. Believe that's what they want us to do. So we're gonna do it. Alright, I should probably save right here. Okay. Okay. This is further than we got last time. I'm just gonna drop down. Drop down here. Oh no. Oh no! And that just happened all so fast. Didn't have time to react. I for sure would have died if if that would have played out. How do you make that? Am I able to ledge all the way? Because it looks like the ledge ends here. So I doubt that. But let's try. Ah, it's deceiving. Yet another deceit of the texturing. Oh, wait, I can't see ahead of me, so let me just do this real quick. Alright, there we go. Okay. Up and over. Up and over. We overshot it. Oh gosh. See, it looks like you're gonna slope when you jump on this platform because it's at an angle, but it's actually secure. There we go. Nice. Okay. So we got those. The question is, where are we really trying to go? Not that way. Oh, there's a lever there. There's the lever. We have to go that way. Cool. There we go. Nice. All right. Where was that? Down here, obviously, somewhere. Oh, do we let someone out? Is it a winged thing? What's going on here? Sounds like it's winged. Oh yeah, definitely winged. What the hell? Oh my god. Creepy. Okay, so I'm thinking it's gonna be here in the corner somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Simply because I don't know what I got going on here. Well, this seems like a whole lot of nothing here. Let's see. Gotta get to that platform. How do I do that? Oh, okay, I see. You slide, grab the ledge, and ledge your way over. Clever. Nope. That didn't work. Is there any way to slide backwards? There's gotta be something going on here. Just don't know what. Oh, do we get stuck again? stuff. Look at that. Okay. Well, it is not obvious to me what we're supposed to do here. Could almost make that jump. But then why do they have that ledge there? Oh yeah, there we go. Wow. It's like, huh. Surprised I could even do that. Didn't seem like it. That's the thing with a lot of these jumps. A lot of it, like the way it appears, is you can't make the jump, but you totally can. Okay, now that leads to another pool. Where does this go? And that's also back to another pool. So let's see. This looks like I could like slide down and then jump. So let's try that. Didn't make it. Okay, no problem. And I think they want you to keep trying until you pull it off. So let's try it again. I wonder how you do, like I've seen in a lot of videos where like she can do a handstand on the ledge. I wonder how you do that. You know what, I should be saving before I try that jump. Well, I want to do the cool handstand thing. How do you do it? How do you do it? I want to do the cool thing. Figure it out. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, we got it first try. Look at that. Okay, keyhole. And what's this? A closed door. So we got nothing. We need keys. Where are the keys? There's the key. All right, let's try that again. So, if you didn't see the first episode, then you probably don't know why I'm doing all this. I chose Tomb Raider for two reasons. One, that trailer that they revealed at at the Game Awards for Tomb Raider. Dude. Okay, so it was Legacy of Atlantis and Catalyst. So we got 2 Tomb Raider trailers. And it totally woke something up in me. I'm like, whoa, Tomb Raider, that's right. I had almost forgotten about the series altogether. The last game I had played was Tomb Raider 2013, which was a soft reboot of the series. Loved it. It was part of the Survivor series. And hadn't played any other Tomb Raider since then, but when I was a kid, I rented Tomb Raider 1 on the Saturn. This game right here. Scary, realistic, just this grand sense of wonder I was given when I played the game. And so it's one of those series that I never really got a chance to play because I was always a Nintendo kid, Nintendo and Sega. And so I did the weekend rental for Tomb Raider 1 and loved it. Loved it. Just found it too challenging. I was only like 7 years old at the time, so you know, what's a 7-year-old gonna do with a game like that? It's a little advanced for someone my age. I might have been 8. Either way, 7 or 8, just not ready for a game like this. Hell, I'm an adult, full-blown man, and this game's still tough for me. But that being said, all the Tomb Raider games I missed out on. So now is my opportunity to go back and play them all and see what led up to where we are today. How did we get here? It's exciting. That's why I do what I do. And hopefully that's why you're watching, because you want to get a glimpse into what these games were like. Ooh, he's defending it like no other. I think he's gonna get the shotgun. That's what this guy's gonna get. One shot and he's dead. Later. All right. And what have we here? We have one of these bad boys. Now the question is it one key for both? Or is it one key per? Let's find out. We're going to go back to the main room. And we know exactly where to put the key. So we're in good shape here. And what have I discovered so far playing these games? Well, so far, well, I'm only on the first one, but so far I love this. This is like, this is the sort of game I only wish I would have played back then, but did not. Too mature for me. So I gravitated towards Mario, which makes sense for a kid my age at that time. It's perfect. Mario 64, are you kidding me? At 8 years old, like that's everything. So that's the direction I went. I'd stayed in that for a while, you know. I went for the kid-friendly because I was a kid, you know. Why would a kid play? I mean, some did, yeah, played these mature games. And actually, okay, I have a confession to make. So, I did want a PlayStation for my birthday. I did. This was in 1996, so it would have been the same year that this game came out. I really wanted a PlayStation because everybody at school had one, and I obviously wanted to be part of that. I'd been a gamer for many years at that point. Well, for as long as I was alive, you know, 3 of the 7 years I was alive, or 4, whatever. So I had a Sega, I had a Super Nintendo, and when it came down to it, all they had were Saturns in the stores. So my mom knew I wanted a new console, and she partnered up with my grandma like she usually does when she buys these consoles. And I distinctly remember walking into the room when she was on the phone, and she was on the phone with department stores, Kmart, Target, Walmart, JCPenney, whatever, wherever they sold video game consoles, she was calling. And I remember walking into the room, and I don't know how this is a core memory of mine, but it is. And she was like, "I'm sorry, son, they're all out of PlayStations. They don't have any." Now, for context, my birthday is in November. And so you have to imagine during that time, it's like the holidays. It was one of those things where, like, if you couldn't get your hands on it early, then like before the holiday season, then you definitely weren't going to get your hands on it at all. And I'm not sure, I have to take a look into it and see. I'm sure the history lines up there that probably for like the first year and a half, it was tough to get your hands on a PlayStation. Probably if I would have tried if my mom would have tried the next year, like let's say I wanted it for my birthday in 97, I almost guarantee you we would have got one for sure. But with it being the holiday season of 1996, at that time, PlayStation was like red hot as far as sales is concerned. And that was the year that Sony started to break away from Sega as the console leader in the market. Nintendo was in the mix somewhere in there, but they weren't like a direct competitor or anything to Saturn and PlayStation. They were kind of in their own thing, which is like how Nintendo is even to this day. They're kind of like their own. They're not really competing. So long story short, actually I pretty much told you the whole story. I ended up with a Sega Saturn. And I wasn't one of those bratty kids, so I actually appreciated it. I was like, okay, cool. This isn't what I wanted, but this is still really cool, and I super appreciate it. And I was still very excited, and I was very happy. I was like, appreciative of what I got. So even though, PlayStation, they were all out of those, my mom did surprise me with a Saturn, and I was very happy. I enjoyed my Saturn. I really did. A lot of people kind of like do a lot of coverage on the failure of the Saturn, and it's true, it wasn't a success, but I still got enjoyment from it. I liked it. It was pretty cool because the Saturn that I got was that season they were promoting like if you bought the game, it basically came bundled with 3 of their best games: Virtua Fighter 2, Daytona USA, and Virtua Cop. So I actually had a chance to sample like the 3 best games on the Saturn. And that was just to start. Like right from day one, we had those games. It was like great experience. And I ended up picking up a few other games along the way. Let's see, what else did I have on there? Okay, let's try this. Okay. Oh, so we do need the other one before any doors will open. So we got 1 of 2. Now, we went that way. What about that way? I don't think we've climbed those ledges. So, it stands to reason that we got to figure out how to get on the right side there. Because we still have one more key to put into this pharaoh. So let's go back down and try to find how we get that second key. Um. Okay, so let's see what else. I had Virtual Cop 2. I even had the light gun. I think so. I was a spoiled kid. I had my birthday in November, and then I had Christmas. So like every year, I was like getting showered with video games, like consoles and new releases, just anything I wanted. I was the only child too, so I grew up, and I had that luxury. So, one thing I could say about my childhood was great to have all those experiences, birthdays, Christmases. But basically what had happened was I got the Saturn for my birthday, and then for Christmas I was treated to accessories and additional games. So it was a great experience having a Saturn in 1996 and in 1997. It was sad to me though when the console failed, because I, like I said, really enjoyed it. So I was sad when I found out that Saturn was phasing out, and I didn't find out through publications. Like, I didn't read magazines at that age. I found out the hard way when I would go to the store, and this would have been in like 1997, 98, somewhere around there. Like, I remember the last major game that I bought on the Saturn was Mega Man X4, and I felt like that was probably one of like the last third-party support games to come out. That was like a major thing for the Saturn, because shortly after that, it just kind of seemed like all the new titles just dropped off. And then I also remember distinctly going to Toys R Us and like going to the Saturn section, and it was like nothing. Like, there was nothing there. Hardly any games, or like if there were games, they were all the games that had already come out or been out for a long time. And so I remember thinking as a kid, like, what the hell is happening here? Like, there's just no new games coming out for the Saturn. I would go and I'd see a bunch of Nintendo 64 games or PlayStation games, but then Saturn was just like gone. And then I think it was at that point that I explained that to my mom. I said, I think that they're not coming out with new games for the Saturn, and I need a new console now because the support ended. And of course, I didn't say it like that. Like, that would be a very adult way to explain that. No, that's not what I said verbatim, but more or less, that's kind of what I was saying at the time, was that, like, yeah, I think I need another console because I want new experiences, and I'm tired of these games. There's only so many times you can play Sonic Jam and Sonic 3D Blast before you're just like, yeah, I need something else here. Oh, shit. Did I save? I saved by accident. Shit. Did I? Look at... that was dumb. Damn. What the fuck did I just save over? Shit. Okay, whatever. That's fine. I can live with that. Anyways, so that's my story. That's how I ended up with a Saturn and then a 64. So I guess that begs the question of, like, okay, if I had a choice between the PlayStation and the Nintendo, which, if I originally wanted a PlayStation but I didn't get it, why then did I get a Nintendo? I think I was attracted to, again, being a kid, I was attracted to all the Mario games. Like, when I saw, my buddy had a Nintendo 64, and I played Star Fox 64 and Mario 64 on it, and I was hooked. Like, I think that's what did it for me. And I'd forgotten all about PlayStation. That is to say that I understand and I know that, retrospect being what it is, blah blah blah, come to find out that the PlayStation was indeed the superior console, and I actually missed out on a lot of experiences, not limited to Tomb Raider, but I also think of Final Fantasy VII. That's a big one for me that I'm like, man, I didn't get a chance to play that when it came out. I did play bits and pieces of it, like way later on in life when I got myself a PlayStation 3, you know, and it was backwards compatible with PS1 games. I did play a few, but I never did get through Final Fantasy VII, not the original. So that was kind of that's one of those things where it's like, that looms over my head that like, I missed out on that experience. I see the magic of Final Fantasy now because I've played Final Fantasy VII Remake, Rebirth, and then it was the second one that came out. But I played them both, and great games. Just, man, I understand what the hype is for Final Fantasy now. Like, I totally get it, specifically Final Fantasy VII. I have played all of the Final Fantasy 1 through 6 I have played. 6 I never completed. It's one of those things where like I just kept restarting for one reason or another. I don't know why. I think because it's one of those games where like if you put it down for too long and then try to revisit, you're like, wait, what's going on? It's a little confusing with like the overworld and everything. Like you can get a little lost. And so I think that led to me kind of like, for lack of a better word, just like sort of like putting it down, like giving it up. But it is an excellent game. Final Fantasy VI is probably one of the best RPGs of all time. I'm gonna die. God. Okay. These falls are something else, man. Yeah. So, oh, Nikes. Okay. My pistol's out here. These guys. Where is it at? Oh, he's hanging out in the corner there. Look at that. Up in the sky. Just gonna wait for me to get to that top level, I bet. Yeah, so Final Fantasy, I did get to enjoy 1 through 6. I've played parts of the original 7. My original plan was to play every single Final Fantasy game because I had played through 13, and which 13 sucks, but it's not as terrible as most people make it out to be. I actually did have fun with it enough to like make it to the final stages, you know. So it's not like a terrible unplayable game. It's just weak compared to the other games. But it's still a good experience, I would say, overall, Final Fantasy 13. I mean, it was cool for me because when I got it on the PlayStation 3, I believe it was like the first like 3D Final Fantasy experience that I had. So I was enjoying it. I loved it. Actually, love is a strong word. I liked it. I did like it. Kind of also one of those games where I'm just like, when everyone ranks on it, I'm like, is it really that bad? Is it really that bad? Or are we just saying that it's that bad because of how good the other game did? Fuck, I didn't save again. I keep doing this, man. I gotta save, damn it. I'm distracted. I'm over here telling stories and I'm getting distracted. That's what's happening. So, that being said, I am looking forward to Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. They do have a title for it. The name escapes me at the moment. I'm terrible with names. You guys, my memory is shit. It's fucking mush. I don't understand like why. My short-term memory sucks, but it's just terrible. Like the other day I couldn't even remember Catalyst. We were talking about Tomb Raider, Legacy of Atlantis, and I was like, yeah, and that other Tomb Raider game that's coming out. It's like I couldn't even remember the fucking name. So yeah, that third remake of 7 that's part 3, Final Fantasy 7, I'm excited for it. All right, this time I am going to save. Okay. Lock that in. So, bring it back around. I missed out on a lot of experiences for the PlayStation. I really did. A lot of experiences that I fortunately got to take part in with ports. Like, for example, okay, so I gotta go over the games that I did get to experience firsthand. Crash Bandicoot. That was one. My cousin owned a PlayStation, and I was at his house regularly. And Crash Bandicoot was the one game that him and I could play that was like, we could handle it as kids. Because it was, you know, E for everyone. I think he had Tomb Raider, but I'm not 100% sure. Resident Evil. He had Resident Evil. And this kid was younger than me. He was probably like 5 or 6. That kid had no business having a copy of Resident Evil. But he did. And we played it. And it was terrifying. Really terrifying. I mean, Tomb Raider's scary, yeah, but like not like Resident Evil was. Resident Evil was like, that shit was real. So where are we trying to go? This way. So we did have that experience. Now, we did have my aunt's then boyfriend slash husband, later on to be husband, at the time was living with my cousin and my grandma and obviously his wife, my aunt. And so he was our uncle. We called him uncle. And he would play all these games on the PlayStation. So I sort of had a chance to experience these games, but we always handed the sticks to an adult for Resident Evil. It was too over our heads. We were too chicken to play, so we would just sit and watch our uncle play. And so I'm actually grateful to him in those experiences that we had, because those were top notch. Those were the days, man. Let me tell you, those were the days. So he played through Resident Evil. He owned a copy of, I think it was Tekken 3. So we actually, that's one of the games that I actually got to play with him, was Tekken 3. Soul Reaver, which I would then go on later to get a copy myself of on the Sega Dreamcast. Oh, cool. Here's the second key. Oh, dude. Dude. For a game that's not supposed to be that scary, this game's kind of scary. Okay. I think if there's one thing we learned, we can rock with this. He deserves it. He earned it. It's a little knucklehead here. Aye. Large medipack. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and use a little small medipack here. to make up the difference. But thank you to my uncle, who I still call uncle to this day, for exposing me to those games. There are a few others, but they don't really come to mind. I'm not sure if Silent Hill is one of the games that he played. Resident Evil 2, he definitely played. So I got a chance to see that in action as well. And my cousin did own a bunch of other games on the PlayStation, so my exposure to the PlayStation came via my cousin and my uncle. It's thanks to them that I had those experiences. And so, although I did miss out on like the really big ones, I did get a taste of PlayStation. Meanwhile, I owned a 64, and I would go on to have experience with Mario 64, Star Fox, Smash Brothers, the original, Mischief Makers. One of these days, I hope to do that one on stream. Mischief Makers was like the first N64 game I think I ever owned, and I played the shit out of that game. I loved it. And it's one of those games that, like, you know, I've got a Switch, and so I'll pop online to see like what their N64 catalog is, and I'm always waiting for them to do Mischief Makers. And at this point, it's too late. Like they've already moved on to, you know, the Switch 2. I don't know that they're gonna give support for that game. That game was developed by Treasure. I think developed and published by Treasure. It might have been Hudson Soft that it was published by. I'm not 100% sure. But it doesn't matter. The important thing is that game is incredible. One of the sleeper titles on N64. If you ever get a chance to play that game, please do. Highly, highly recommend it. All right, so we opened a door. Probably down here, I think. Like, I wasn't really paying attention when I saw the door open. That's my bad. Was it over here? Yes. Okay. Oh. Panning out to get a wide shot of the Pharaoh for a dramatic effect here. I don't know what's down here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and save real quick. And here we go. Wow. Okay, we're in this massive pool here. And just one time, since we haven't done it this playthrough, let's go ahead and take a peek at the old school graphics. Wow. Hardly any detail on the faces whatsoever. We know we're in a cavern here, but not too much detail. But then you go here and look at that. They have shape, eyes, everything retextured. Beautiful. All right. So, let me wrap up my very, very long-winded conversation about my experience with gaming to say that it is the driving force behind me wanting to go back and have these experiences with Tomb Raider. It is a wish fulfillment to go back and play these games, and to cap it off with the latest release, to give myself the opportunity to immerse myself in a franchise that has quite the legacy, is respected and adored by millions of fans all over the world, and to kind of be part of it now in 2026 is a pleasure. It's a pleasure and it's an honor to be able to go through and experience these games for the first time. So that's my story for Legacy of Atlantis. Oh, I'm sorry, I should say Legacy. Countdown to Legacy is what I'm calling this series. I know, I'm such a good namer. That's what you were thinking, right? Countdown to Legacy, so original. Well, it works. And you're here, so there you go. Okay. Now, I see there's a lever there, but we can't pull it until we've drained the waters. I'm assuming what we're going to have to do. So there must be something somewhere to drain these waters. Something that I'm not seeing. Oh, one more shout out. Couple more shout outs on the N64. Obviously, Ocarina of Time. And Majora's Mask. Which, by the way, very excited for the remake of Ocarina of Time. I will be playing that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to play that on stream. I don't know. I don't think so. It's one of those experiences. I'm actually going to buy a Switch 2 specifically for that. I'm really hoping that they do a special Ocarina of Time remake Switch 2 console, because if they do, I am 100% getting that. My only thing is I'm worried they're going to give me some stupid digital download, which I don't do digital. I really don't. I don't like it. I am a big proponent of physical media. I will do digital if it's for the sake of a stream. Like, I totally have no problem doing that. But I very much enjoy having physical copies of games. And by the way, this is not the whole collection. This is just what I want to put on display. I have many more games than that. And that's not like a flex or anything. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm really bummed. I'll be really bummed if they come out with a console version of it and then it's like a digital download. And that's probably exactly what they're gonna do, and I'm kind of not down. So I may just settle for a standard Switch 2, and then here's our lever. There we go. Oh, there's probably one on the other side too. Oh shit. Oh, whoa. Okay. Well, that happened. Yeah. So, and Majora's Mask, also another incredible game on the 64. Absolutely incredible. I remember, story for the 64. I was a little bit bummed out that Saturn was not going to be releasing games anymore. And so I pivoted to the 64. The timing lined up that I was going to be getting the console. I believe this would have been in September of 1997. And so at that time, I didn't have any games. Mom bought me the console, but no games. And it's totally cool because I respect that. She had what she had, and she got me what she got me, and that's all a boy could ever hope for. And so what we ended up doing was we went down to Blockbuster and she rented me Mario 64. So that was my first experience. And outside of that, I didn't own a game until Mischief Makers. That was my first game. And it was one of those things where we went to Kmart, which used to exist back. I don't know. There might be like one or two floating around the States, but it's a store that used to exist, and I don't know that it exists anymore. But that's where we went, and I begged my mom for a game. I said, I need something that I can have at home, like a game that I can work on. That way we don't have to just keep renting games, you know, we can just... I can just have something that I can wake up and play on the weekends, you know? And Mischief Makers was it. And boy, did I love that game. Already talked about that. But the story of Ocarina of Time was I caught wind sometime around spring. Oh, shit. What the hell happened there? Okay, anyways. So I caught wind sometime around spring of 1998, that a new Legend of Zelda game was going to come out. Now, I'd already had experience with the Legend of Zelda series because a friend of mine owned the Link to the Past. And that was... I remember playing the shit out of that game until I completed it. And I remember that I got stuck on the Ice Palace. I couldn't find out the puzzle. Like, up to that point, I had figured out everything on my own. And then I got stuck at the Ice Palace. And I didn't know what to do. So I literally had to ask kids on the playground, like, hey, how do you figure, like, what am I missing at the Ice Palace? Like, I've tried this, I've tried that. That's how old I am. And someone actually like helped me and like told me what to do. And so I wrote it down and brought it back home, and then I tried it, and then like I remember it, like I got to the room that he was talking about or something, and it just still wasn't it. And so like that was the first time I had to like actually sit there and like figure it out. So I think it took me hours and hours to finally figure out how to clear the ice castle, the ice palace. And I did. And I would go on to complete the rest of that game. And I remember feeling this grand sense of accomplishment that like I had overcome this game. And I was worthy of saying that I actually beat The Legend of Zelda. Which back in those days, that meant something, that you can say you completed a game, you know? It was like a badge of honor. Because it meant that you like actually did it. I mean, sometimes kids would go and buy the strategy guides, and I did have a few of those. I had one for Donkey Kong Country 2 for collecting all the DK coins and such. But I had completed this game without a guide. So that was like, I think that was like the first time I ever felt like really accomplished for completing a game. But having had that experience on the Super Nintendo, and knowing that a new 3D version of The Legend of Zelda was coming out on the 64, you could not even begin to imagine the hype that we all felt for this game. So I went down to Toys R Us, $5, reserved the game, had a whole year to pay off the game, and I think I did so with like bits and pieces of my allowance. I'd go and I'd deposit more cash onto it, another $20, another $10, whatever, until it added up to the game being paid off. And boy howdy, I had my hands on the Ocarina of Time, day 1, 1998, which coincided with my birthday. As we had stated, my birthday is in November, and so, oh my gosh, I had the experience of a lifetime playing that game. And that is the reason why I game to this day. I think that was the game that sealed the deal for me for a lifetime of gaming. You know, I've had a lot of experiences, but like that one in particular, that was it. I was hooked. I think I made the decision after completing that game that I was going to do this for the rest of my life, and here I am. So now that they have announced officially an Ocarina of Time remake, I am beyond excited to play that game. But again, not sure if I'm going to stream that or not. I believe that's going to be one of those things where I'm committed to this series. I'm committed to Tomb Raider. I want to play through all these games. I want to do my long form videos. I want to keep that all self-contained. And I want to make it so that I get to play and experience Ocarina of Time Remake offline. It'll be a private experience for me, something that I can play, you know, when the kids are in bed and I'm up late doing dad things. Like, I want to have that experience of playing it by myself. Not online, not on camera. I think we got... This might be one more battle with these guys here. Hopefully there's not two of them. It sounds like there might be two. Let's see. There's one. Okay. There's two. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of them. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is the ultimate fight here. Oh god, I'm getting tore up here. Okay, this calls for shoddy. We need a shoddy. Wow. There goes all my shoddy ammo. We did it. Took care of business. Alright, we came up through there. And now we go up. I think we're about to get the third piece of the Scion here. Very exciting. But that's what it's all about for me, guys. It's the experiences. And I think certain experiences are meant to be shared. You know, this is my first time playing this game. And I'm hoping you're enjoying all of this. Not just the game itself, but me experiencing this for the first time. Maybe if you've played this before, you remember your first time and you're watching this going, oh, I remember these. And how I felt. Hopefully, through these games, we can build a connection. Are we back in the main room again? This is like the starting point, right? Isn't it? So what was that all about? Hold on. Are these doors supposed to open? Or this gate, perhaps? There didn't seem to be a lever or anything. Oh, I know this was closed before. And that's how we're able to come all the way back up. But what's the point in coming back up? Unless we weren't meant to go this way. Or unless we're supposed to backtrack. Wow. Who knows? Here I was thinking I was going up these stairs for some sort of discovery here. I believe those double doors is where we came through. So I don't know. Let's just continue exploring this way. Try to find out what's going on here. So now we've come full circle with you know, playing games, exploring them, having experiences. At this point now, sharing these experiences. It's all coming about because if you've gamed as long as I've gamed, and you've seen as many streams as I've seen, you begin to wonder why you're not doing something with it. Or at least I did. I really began to wonder, like, am I missing out by not sharing my experiences? You know, perhaps I should. Maybe I can capture myself playing these games. Lord knows I'm not going to stop. Why just continue playing games alone? So here we are. Okay, so that's just back to the beginning. And we're going in circles. So what are we missing in this room? Because we pulled that lever. Okay, cool. Do we have to go back through here again? No, it just leads you just the one way. There's only one way. And that's back to this room. Very strange. There has to be a reason. Something we're missing here. Yeah, that's why I decided to create the Countdown series. Countdown Kevin the channel, because I'm thinking, well, I could have live experiences, yes. But what about a theme? Like, what do I make my streams about? Like, there's got to be a purpose to them. You know, I'm not just going to go live just to go live. And, you know, I knew Requiem was coming out. And I knew that I wanted to play that game really, really bad. But what could I do in the meantime to lead up to that game? Oh, why not go back and play all the games? Go back and play the originals. Go back and play every game that I had played up until that point. That was the original goal. I fell a little short of that. I did not complete every single game, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. Because I learned from that experience. You know, now with Legacy of Atlantis coming out, that's why I'm so happy with the delay. Because it gives me more time to, you know, create these long form videos and do live streams for the games that I plan to play in the franchise. The games that are standout, the games that are, I don't want to say worth experiencing, because that implies that even the bad games are not worth experiencing. I'm sure they are. And bad is just really, it's just a matter of opinion. Because for some of us, those games may be bad, but for others, they may have very fond memories of playing those games. So it becomes a little bit nostalgic. Who am I to say what's a good game and what's a bad game? All I can do is go based off of what Metacritic says, which is just an aggregate of what the fans are saying as to what are the best experiences on this series. What are the must play games of Tomb Raider? Those are the games that I'm seeking out. Those are the experiences that I wish to have. Because as far as I see it, at this point in my gaming career, I only have, so much time for experiences. And I want to make sure that that time spent is meaningful. I want to make sure that I'm allocating my energy and my resources towards something that will definitely lead to a great experience. Not just for me, but for my viewers. And what I learned from playing the last series of games, that being Resident Evil, is that I don't want to spend time online, live, playing games that I just don't like. I suffered through Resident Evil 6 quite a bit. And if you like to see someone suffer, go back and watch my live streams of Resident Evil 6. I learned from that. Don't play games you don't like. Unless that's like your whole thing, then that's cool. But for me, that's not. So, we are reliving the best games in the series, and we're gonna record it live. And for the games that we don't play, we're gonna bridge those episodes, and you're gonna love it. I mean, you don't have to love it, but I hope you love it. I feel good about what I'm doing. I'm one of those dudes that just thinks and thinks and thinks and thinks and toils. Like, I have to put my brain towards something that, like, okay, what's this? What is this? Ha! Ha! Okay. Boom, this is where we want to go. Okay. See that? We just went like in a full circle just to uncover that. Okay. The farming health trophy, huh? Okay. What room is this? Is this new? Looks like it might be new. Lost my train of thought.
I still got a pain in my brain from you. And it's telling me funny ideas now, like to shoot you to hell.
Oh, this guy. We got 2 shotgun shells. That's too bad. Okay. Well, he's way easier than expected. Pain in your brain. Oh yeah. Now I remember. So I have the type of brain that, like, I need to put it in front of something. I tend to do very well in front of, like, meticulous things. It's kind of hard to explain. Things that require, like, a lot of focus that can keep my brain distracted on it. It's like, those are the things that I need to do, because if not... Oh, here we go. Third piece of the Scion, baby. Sanctuary of the Scion completed. All right. Now, I imagine now that we're done with Egypt, we're going to get ourselves a little cutscene here. So let's see. Oh, it's an ambush. Oh, it's Mr. X.
Howdy.
Oh,
afternoon?
Left Larson sucking wind then, eh?
If that is the phrase.
Well, your little vacation riot's over now.
Oh.
Time to give back what you've hijacked off me.
Let's
Say
try
what?
Lunchbox.
Oh no. They have the Scion. No. We worked so hard for that.
Well, kill her!
Go, Lara. Deuces.
You morons!
Ooh. Too slow.
Let's go.
Wow. Big mistake leaving Lara alive. This badass ain't gonna take it laying down. There she goes. And she is, wow, she's booking it. Woo! Look at her. Damn. Okay. There's her Mercedes, and there she goes on her yacht. You're too late. Or are you? Do it. Oh. Holy. Whoa. Okay.
What the heck was that? What? That away.
Look at this badass. Holy shit.
That'd be some fish, kid. Man, you have got to learn to chill. I'm going back inside. You coming?
You've got to chill. This is the best cutscene so far. This is amazing.
There she goes.
We ready yet?
Oh. Are we? Boom. Our next map. Oh, here we go. Underwater, baby. All right. I think this is it, guys. I think we have made it to Atlantis. Look at this. Or at least the entrance of it. Obviously. This isn't it, but we're close. We're closer than ever. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this is just the first game. They did all this in the first game. My hat is off to core design for this. This is incredible. All right. Okay. All right. And we have a secret passage here. We're in some sort of mines. Is there a button I can push? Can I shoot past it? Oh, I don't have my guns? They took my guns from me? How does she has no guns. Why is that the case? What happened? Oh, because they robbed me. They took my stuff. Those bastards. Okay, so now what? Oh, maybe my items are on the boat. Let's check the boat. No? No. Maybe down here? Mm-hmm. There we go. Aha. Mm-hmm. I figured it out. So like I was saying, I'm the type I need to be put in front of something and have me do some sort of like meticulous task over and over and over again. Or have me do something that is extremely detail oriented and I'm good. Like I'm having a good time. I like looking through like meticulous things to find patterns or to like, I think that's why I'm thriving in this game, because I love puzzle solving and I love not always having the answer right away and having to find it, because I will obsess over it. Like I'm the type. That's just how my brain works. And so I have found that applying myself towards something that requires meticulous research or deep thinking or trying to piece things together like a puzzle or a video game is that's when my brain is at its best. I don't know why it works that way, but it does. And so I'm putting it to good use. You know, I'm aiming that energy towards something that can hopefully manifest into something meaningful. So for now, it's repetitions, it's going live, it's being consistent, and it's creating this channel to have some sort of creative outlet that can lead to something. Lead to something where I can continue to put my brain to work. Because, you know, idle time is not good for me. I don't do well with idle time. If I have idle time, I'm just going to stay up and do a whole bunch of stupid stuff that doesn't matter. So I would rather just be in front of something that, put myself in front of something that challenges that and enables me to do something creative, constructive with my time. So I'm so excited for the which I got to do more work on. I'm excited to put out the Tomb Raider 3 video essay. Just a little 10-minute something. It's not going to be overly ambitious, just me talking about the game in more detail. I am very excited to do it. I'm very much looking forward to it. This will be obviously my first long form video ever. So I'm excited. I've done some video editing with what's the name of that software? DaVinci? I've created some clips in the past. I've learned that I do like clipping, but it is very time consuming. And so I think I would rather bust my, I would rather gain my editing chops via doing a long form video instead. What do we have here? Looks like we have 3 pieces that need to be put into this device here. So let's find those. I imagine it drops that or something. So let's see. I feel naked without my guns, though. This sucks. What's happening? Oh, it opened. Okay. Oh. Boulders. Is that all the boulders? I hope so. So I guess this stage is called Nautila's Mines. Okay, what was the point in that? Just a big fat circle? I don't think so. We missed something. Oh, there's another one up there. Down here. Down here. Oh! Nope. That's not it. That was definitely not the move. Wait a second. How do I get back there? Because I think that's where I'm supposed to go. But it's blocking it. Is this supposed to reset? I think it's supposed to reset and it's not. Maybe it is. Let's see. There we go. Haha! I did it. You guys, we're in the last map. This is exciting. I'm pretty sure we're gonna finish this game this week. I don't know if we're gonna do it today. I don't think so. But we're for sure gonna do it by the end of the next stream. And that's really exciting. We'll be done with Tomb Raider 1. Wait. What was the point in that? I did something wrong. I missed something. Damn. Can I load? I didn't save. I didn't save. That sucks. Okay. It's fine. Should have saved. Should know by now. Come on, Laura. Here we go. Oh, duh. That's one of the things we were supposed to grab, one of the batteries. So that's why. It just leads back to this. And that's it. That was the whole thing, was for the battery. So we didn't miss anything. So we'll have 1 of 3 so far. Hopefully that does something. So we can figure out what's next. Okay. All right. Okay. Lowered it. Can I jump across to it? No. I think we're getting it lowered enough to go into there. So we gotta bang 2 more. But where? To the left? Okay, there's the other battery. It's on a conveyor belt. So, can I get it? No. Does this open? No. Is there a lever? Well, nothing is really popping out at me. Yeah, I don't know. For, man, I've said that so many times during this game. It's like you don't know until you know. And you won't know until you spend enough time messing around. I don't think I can take the battery out. No. Okay. Let's sit with it for a little bit. Back in this room. What are we missing here? Okay. It's tempting to just go up here. And then just... You know, they can't press triangle on it, so... And this door won't open. Whom you'd think it would. Right? I just don't know what else I could be missing here. Almost feels like something's broken, doesn't it? Weird. Like the last one, the door just opened. See, maybe if I follow the lights. No. Just leads back out here. Very strange. Because the only thing I could think would be to activate the boulders again. Like maybe there's a very specific sequence they want me to go through to then have this unlocked somehow. You never know. The game may want you to do something funky here. Or like you gotta go through here. And then maybe now the door will open. No. So then that must mean there's a lever or something. That's the only explanation. If there's like a missing lever, but I don't see anything. Okay. Let's go back to that room where we put the battery in. Missing something around here. We're gonna find it, damn it. There doesn't seem to be anything. I mean, other than backtracking all the way. But then what's that going to do for us? Nothing. See? Let's see. Maybe... Let me see. It would be really weird if they wanted us to do this. No. That can't be it. After this, I actually feel no shame in just looking this up because this is very obtuse. I don't know what they want us to do. Oh, look, yeah, the gate's closed now, see? Yeah, we're gonna have to look this up. It's one thing to try to figure it out on our own. It's another one, it's like completely obtuse. And not in a good way. I don't know what they want us to do. Actually, I don't even know if obtuse is a good thing. Maybe at one point in time, like the original Legend of Zelda is pretty obtuse. But I know for that, it's like you literally had to write things down. If I could do it today, I would get actually, one of these days I will. I'll get graph paper. I would get graph paper and then like draw, just make my own map. And for each square, like try to discover with which like each square would be like a room. Try to discover everything and anything that could possibly be in that square. Bombing walls and cutting things and who knows what else. But with this, it's a little bit like, it is a lot of trial and error, but I'm just not coming up with anything that the game wants me to do whatsoever. So, may have to look it up. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So, jump in the water behind the waterfall again. Follow the passage switch. Cave with glass and room. And dangling building. You will need to find all 3 fuses to fit them. Set of magnum clips. Okay, a cave with boarded up buildings. Tires and other junk. Continue through the west. 2 boarded up structures. Piles of discarded tires. No debris. The brown wooded crate is movable. Pull it under the opening in the ceiling. This thing? Oh, this thing is movable. All right. Yeah, see, how am I supposed to fucking know that shit? All right. We're good. Take it from here. There we go. Okay, so it says to go into the opening here. Doesn't look like she can jump high enough for that, though. How's that gonna work? Yeah, she can't jump high enough for that. Oh. This is where they want us to go. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Okay. I wonder what that did. Let's find out. Maybe something near the boat was uncovered. What was the point in that? Can I use this now? Is that what that was? Did it release the boat? Well, what was that all about? So the boat moved. Yay. What now? I genuinely don't know what the purpose of that was. What was that? Okay. So that doesn't bring us any closer really to anything. I don't know. Wait. Oh. 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 Okay. 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 We're able to go in here now. Ah. Natla Technologies. Natla Technologies. Okay. Looks like we can pull this block out. Grab our magnum clips. All right, can we push this in? Nope, we want to pull it out. Hmm. Switch, baby. Pull it. There we go. Yeah. All right. We're getting there. Back into the water. I can't wait to get to Atlantis. That's going to be the exciting part right there. Okay. All right. Secret. More clips for the machine gun that we never found. There we go. That was the lever we needed. That was it. Okay, it leads back here. Oh.
Ain't nothing personal.
Oh, shit. How do I deal with this guy? I don't have any guns. Ah! Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. We're done for. We're done for! And we didn't save! We didn't save! Ah! Nothing personal. Okay. Gotta grab our fuse here. Okay, run. Run like the wind. Probably gotta get that lever. Oh boy. Dead end. Leave me alone. How do we get to that lever? Probably have to jump out the other side. Alright, let's just head back. Wow, for the first time, we can't do anything about the enemy. No guns. I doubt he can follow us all the way back to this room. So hopefully we lose him. Hey, welcome to the stream, good gamer. I also love Tomb Raider. I was actually mentioning this is my first time playing this game, and I'm having a blast. And I hope you're enjoying watching. Okay, so we got our second fuse. We're going to go ahead and pop it in here. And then a fence did open in one of the other rooms, so we'll explore that as well. Okay. Even lower it goes. But not quite low enough. Adam Gamer. Apologies, why did I see... I saw... Oh, I combined good evening and your name into one. Adam Gamer, welcome. Alright, now this opened up. So there's probably a switch here to turn on the conveyor belt. And indeed it did. We have our final fuse. Sweet. Still don't know what we're going to do with that cowboy without our weapons. Guess we'll just have to avoid him. Pop that fuse in. All right. See, is there anything inside? What's this? What? Oh, we got our pistols back. Sweet. Hey, it's something. And we got plenty of medipacks, so we should be able to take them on, no problem. Okay, so this just leads back to this room. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to take them on. But beyond that, I don't know what the 3 fuses was for. Let me grab a save. This guy's got a magnum. That's not fair. He's got 2 of them. Uh-oh, I got stuck. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see if this works. Usually does. Come on, get unstuck. Come on, Lara. Come on. If not, we'll just load. It's fine. Nope. We're stuck. You know, the funny thing, he's not even shooting at me right now. We're part of the texture now. See, he doesn't even see us. Look at that. Okay, we'll load. That is too funny. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Damn. Oh, that blows. All right. We'll try again. I think I found a strat here I can use. Just going around on these pillars till he's dead. Come on. Alright, Mr. Nothing personal, you're gonna die. It's personal now. Got my magnums back. Yeah, boy. That's right. And I got 900 rounds. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. Okay. Now that that pesky guy is dead, we can see about jumping on that ledge. Oh, because that was the point. Okay, now I understand. I think the point of dropping that old building was to get our pistols so then we can knock this guy off and make that jump, probably is what the game wants us to do. Because what else? There's nothing. Nope. 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 Hmm. Okay, come on. Nope. Oh. Oh. Wait a second. I think that's what we're supposed to do. Slide down and then land on that little ledge there. Somehow. Some way. Just seeing Lara die a million different ways. Okay. One more time. Nope. Try again. I'm so close. So close. It just feels like that's what I need to do. Even though I can't quite get it right. Come on. Oh, I was so close there. I almost had it. Hate to see Lara go down like this so many times. Sorry, Lara. Nothing personal. Ah, come on. That was it. That was it right there. Come on. Wait. Oh. Oh. Okay. The whole time. Oh no. That's the way we want to go. Nice and safe. This is what we want. All right. Down. How do you... There was a way that I did it before where, like, you can drop down and grab the ledge below. Just not sure how to do that. We'll just try a couple times until we get it right. See, there's ledges over there too. I might be able to do like a might be able to finesse jumping back onto that ledge that way. Although I don't know. Come on, game. What do you want me to do here? I can't help but feel like there was more to that building getting dropped. Ah, okay. You press forward as you're falling. And that's how that works. Okay. Good to know. Like, you let go of the ledge, press forward, and then hit the grab button again as you're falling. So I bet if you try to do this with the guy still alive, he's probably just shooting at you the whole time. And that's probably why you can't make it. Because you might get shot and fall off the ledge or something. Okay, this looks dangerous, so we're gonna do this. There we go. Wow, okay. We figured it out. That wasn't too bad. Once I found that other ledge off to the side there, kind of all came together. Okay. All right. I'll have to come back here. Oh. Look at this. All right. Boom, baby. Okay. All that practice from jumping, paying off. Oh no. Oh no. We picked the wrong ledge. Okay, we're gonna go right this time instead of left. Or left instead of right. Cool. We made it. Oh. Got a little overzealous there. Couple more minutes left. And we'll call it for today. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Damn. Okay. All right, we made it. Now, for this part. That's not what we want. I think we just maybe we slide down and then jump from that platform. Probably what we need to do. So let's try it. Okay. So then we'll jump onto the ledge. Like so. Or not. Okay. We'll take a step back and jump. So instead of from here, we'll jump from here. And that should land us exact. There we go. Okay. All right. Hey, there we go. Okay. We're getting through it. Can I pull this out? This one. Okay. I think I just want to clear this room and then we're going to call it for the day. So let's see what's on the other side. A little bit more. Come back on the other side here. All right, that should do it. Let's see what we got here. More lava. Rolling rocks. Okay, here we go. This was the switch we were trying to get to. Here it is. Pull that lever. Okay, what just happened? Oh, I think the dynamite just exploded. So that must have cleared a path for us if we go back. Let's see. Did it? I think it did. Yes, it did. This looks different. Okay. All right. Sweet. Whoa, what is this? Whoa. What the heck?
Firing at me?
This motherfucker has a skateboard. And he's got the Uzis. Yes, I'm firing at you. Give me them Uzis, buddy. Oh, yeah. Dude, I've been waiting for these. Heck yeah. Alright, we got our magnums, Uzis, shotguns, pistols. We got it all, baby. It's kind of funny that guy was on a skateboard of all things. How random is that? And more Uzi clips. Yeah, let's go. Okay. This is exciting. And I really don't want to stop. But I have to. I gotta stop. Just the sign of a good game when you just don't want to put it down. And that's where we find ourselves right now. Not wanting to put this game down. But you know, there's always next stream. This Friday. Something to look forward to. Just grab these clips. Okay. All right. Well, let's call it. Grab my save. And we'll pick up at Natala's Mines again this Friday. Hope you have been enjoying the stream as much as I have. It has been a awesome stream. We cleared Egypt and we're on our way to Atlantis. We're in the mines. As soon as we find our way to Atlantis, we're in the final stretch of the game. Do hope you'll join me this Friday for another live stream. And until then, you take care of yourself.